Welcome back to African Colonization TV and Biafran History. Let's go into things that is going on right now. In fact, the Israel government, the Israel country, the Gumi, they have now rejected him. In fact, the thing that is going on right now, it is now getting out of hand. This issue of Gumi, the way the world is rejecting him, mostly the his own area, his own Islamic country, which is Arab. They reject him. This time is now Israel, and also the Tinubu that is trying to end Biafra by all means. In fact, pleading and also begging the Biafran people for them to end Biafra. It is something that everybody need to watch and see by yourself what is really going on in Nigeria. Because the way everything is happening, it is now clear to everybody that Nigeria cannot remain as one. And then there is no need of still fighting and still doing, forcing people to make them to accept this issue of Nigeria. No section you go today that is not bleeding. The north, the south, the west, the east, and the central. Everywhere you go in Nigeria today is bleeding. And then the government, they are not, the fact they don't care if you are dying, they don't care if you are living. What they care is how they are going to get power in 2027. But see, this time around that they are chasing Tinubu up and down. So you don't even know what he's doing. But all his target is 2027 election. And this Biafran evangelist he has come out to explain a lot of things concerning Gumi and concerning the issue of Biafra and also the issue of Israel. So don't skip any part of it. Try to watch it to the end so that you understand everything going on in this video, because a lot is happening and a lot is keep happening. As about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share it for everyone to see things going on in Nigeria.
Yeah, once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, we bring you the very best. A life was taken mercilessly in the southern east of Nigeria. The Fulani bandits have started again, taking lives, kidnapping in Oyo State. And all Gumi could come out to say was that the people of Nigeria should learn to accommodate the Fulanis and the terrorists, that they are Nigerians, the Southerns are Nigerians, the Northerns are Nigerians. This is coming out from Sheikh Gumi, the evangelist. He said that the people of Nigeria should learn how to accommodate terrorists. This is coming out yesterday. What do you have to say concerning this?
God bless you, my brother. May God bless our viewers. May God bless them all the day of their life, and whatsoever they do, it shall be well with them. Yes, Gumi, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I blame two persons. I blame the British. How did I blame the British? By handing power over to them when they want to leave, depart from Nigeria. The document, the memo which they wrote, they hand it over to them. That's why I blame the British. And I blame Nigeria, the northern part of Nigeria, which are the Hausas. I blame them. How did I blame them? I blame them in area of accommodating them, not checkmating the kind of people they are before welcoming them. Because these people, they are total strangers in 1804. Are you hearing me? In 1804 was when they migrated into Nigeria. You get the point? That was when they came into Nigeria with the name of what? Religion. And the Hausas accommodated them in the religion aspect. And which today, not knowing that they have other things in their mind, they have agenda, they have conquest. And when they succeeded in conquering the Hausas in 1815, then Usman Dafodio, who happened to be their leader, now make a move, and he was conquered. So that conquest still remained on his way to east. He was conquered. He was brought down, and that was how they killed the agendas at that time. But it have not been deleted from their mindset. So that is why I said I don't blame Sheikh Gumi. And even that Nigeria wake up, especially the Northerners wake up, as at the time that the Biafrans, Igbos, Ojukwu wake up, they would have understand. See, and I don't blame them. It was the British that called the Q, Biafran Q, Igbo Q, that brought hatred upon every Igbo man today in Nigeria. These are part of the things that the Igbos saw. The soldiers, the generals as at that time saw, that these people are coming with a jihadist movement. Then they rose up, Nzogu, Ifajuna, and some other Yorubas, for Yoruba and other military personnel, form a coup together to do what? To silence this movement. Then the British, out of their own selfish interest and hatred, they did what? They piled it up and accused the Igbos. Igbos were just two. They accused Igbos because the Igbos carry out their own activities in their various, places, while the other, like Yorubas, fail. You understand? They fail to carry out their own activities in the axis of the eastern region. You see how they now call it the Igbo coup. One day, Yoruba man was asking me how many Yoruba died in that coup. And as a result of that, they now twisted it against the Igbos. But they are part of the game plan. They are part of the people that plotted that coup. You get the point? And that is what gave the Sheikh Gumi saying what he's saying, that they are doing budget and they are not putting terrorists. They are doing budget, they are not, adding up terrorists in Nigerian budget. As if terrorists is a part of Nigeria thing. But at the same time, I don't blame him. Do you know why I don't blame him? Because Nigeria have bring themselves too low to negotiate, especially this APC government. They brought themselves too low to the level of terrorists dictating and deciding and telling them to come and negotiate. And foolishly and stupidly, they come to negotiate on a negotiating table without collecting their arms. And they pay them money, they use it to buy more arms. And I don't blame Sheikh Gumi by making this statement. You know why? It was Tinubu and the late Nigerian president, military president, what is this called? Not Yaradua. What is his name? This Fulani man now? No. That left before Tinubu. This Buhari. With Garadima, what is it called? The group of them formed group together when Jonathan was in power. And what did they do? They said, remember, Buhari said he make Jonathan government ungovernable. They went to meet Maiti Allah, the cattle rearer chairman Oga, that they need about 2,000 Fulanis to fund them and to arm them against 2015 general presidential election. So that if Jonathan do otherwise, they will use it to destabilize. They did not know that Jonathan have already, make up his mind to leave power for them. Because he doesn't want to share the innocent blood of Nigerians. Because when the two elephants fight, what happens? The grass suffers it. Jonathan doesn't want the grass to suffer it, which are the masses. He throw in the towel. Do you know that that plot, instead of 2,000, they succeeded in giving them 4,000, which Ekiti State happened to be one of the states in the West here they use in carrying out their training. El-Rufai was the governor of Kaduna State, who happened to use his own Kaduna State as a harboring state of these terrorists. Niger was a country that backed up this ambition and vision, this proposal. And Borno happened to be a place of starting point. Sokoto, before they now move to Borno today. Are you hearing me? It was formed in Sokoto. Now, what am I saying? You see why Sheikh Gumi is saying what he's saying. That's why I don't blame him. And now, they are thinking to destabilize somebody's government. Now, he's telling on them. The same set of people. And that is what is happening to Nigeria APC, with including Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Was it not the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu that sponsored protests against Jonathan? And today protest is going on. He doesn't want to give room for protest. And they are now using it. That's why I don't blame Sheikh Gumi. And lastly, why I don't blame him is this. He's showing and he's telling on Nigerians and he's speaking to the international world, indicating and vindicating Nigeria as a terrorist nation. Because if Nigeria is not somebody like Sheikh Gumi will not be boldly saying this and still walk freely. And I don't blame him again, because the same government is signed police and soldier. They give it to Sheikh Gumi to go and do what? Carry out negotiation with the who? Terrorists. Why won't he come to on media and talk anyhow? Why won't he open his mouth on daily basis and say, rambast anyhow, without fear, without being cautioned, without minding what could have, before him? But because of the situation, and he's still working freely, and that is why. So tomorrow, he will still come up and say whatsoever that he might wake up with, because any day he wake up with something, he will just come on air and blow it and nothing will happen. Can he try this in Saudi Arabia? A man like Sheikh Gumi travel to Saudi Arabia, they turn him down. Oh yeah, that father, go back. But in Nigeria, they welcome him with the two hands, and he's acting, behaving, talking as he like, and he's working freely. Do you know that as I speak to you, that is to tell you, Nigeria, that the Aero-5 is now free. Are you aware? They have set Aero-5 free when after the article threats to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is country they call Nigeria. Why won't Fulanis be ranted? Why won't there be Buga? Why won't there be Bulgarian? They're going to Buga now, they're going to do anyhow. Because the one in the power is using Nigerians' life to play politics, because he's not interested in what is happening. He's interested in 2027. Self-centered and selfish person. That's what it is. So that's why I don't blame Sheikh Gumi. And that is why he's acting, talking, misbehaving, and still working freely. Nothing happened to him. Can he try it in other places? He will enter ban. Before you know it, they will start it. But look at Nnamdi Kanu. Hatred is not a Muslim, and that work against him. He's an Igbo man, and that also work against him. He speaks truth, and that also work against him. You see why? He's in a Sokoto prison. Aero-5 is free. Sheikh Gumi is working freely, acting, speaking worse than what Nnamdi Kanu have uttered. That they say is a wrong saying. You see why when it baffles me when one stupid woman, one yoyetic idiot, I don't know whether that woman is a prostitute. Maybe he don't sleep with all these Nigerian Fulanis. I'm talking about Lolo. For her to come out and begin to talk with jargons on media against Nnamdi Kanu. Say in generation, her family, can they produce somebody like Nnamdi Kanu? Have they ever dreamed of it? Make you not let me enter her. If I enter her, it go too bloody for her. May God punish her wherever she did. Call her name Nena Lola, be Mama Lolo.
Well said, Biafran Evangelist. As usual, you've done analysis to it. Few days ago, we talked about this Aero-5 case. How article made it clear that Aero-5 must be released. A sound of warning to President Tinubu that should release him before the Salah. And now you brought it to our notice that Aero-5 has been released. Do you think also that Nnamdi Kanu release case is on the way? Perhaps in order just to shut people's mouths.
Yes, in a way, but it's not going to be released by Nigeria, understand? His release is not coming in the angle of Nigeria.
But Tinubu just released Aero-5.
Because Tinubu, Aero-5, they are all birds of the same feather. They are in the same carcass. Remember, the same Aero-5 sponsored Tinubu's wedding. You don't know? He sponsored Bola Ahmed Tinubu wedding. Aero-5 sponsored Bola Ahmed Tinubu wedding. And I know that even you now, you are surprised. How do I mean by Tinubu's wedding? Tinubu becoming the president of Nigeria. That is Tinubu's wedding. They give him ring, which is authority, power, position. Aero-5 sponsored it. Aero-5 contributed 75% of Bola Ahmed Tinubu being a president of Nigeria. As a citizen of Nigeria. You get it now? That's why I use the word wedding. Marriage. And now he's in power, he's in position. He don't enter the house. He don't marry Nigeria as a like. That's why he's using the life of Nigerians as a like too. And they are losing Nigerians as they like. And I thank God that as he's playing now, the whole thing is coming to play in Yoruba land. Yes, it's playing in Yoruba land now. So be one Yoruba man say ekpa water, and then go pan water. They don't finish Kwara. Now Oyo, and then go soon finish Oyo, and then we enter Ogun State. From there they enter Lagos. Another request to Shaga. The prophet has spoken, and that prophet is Nnamdi Kanu. And since he has spoken, all that he said is what he's telling on Nigeria today, including the UK. I don't know whether you are aware of what is happening in UK today. UK is no longer standing. As I speak to you, the UKans now are even speaking against their government. You understand? Fighting against Islam, that Islam must go. That they need people like Nnamdi. Do you know that they are now recommending Nnamdi Kanu today in UK in their protest? Serious fight, no be small fight, but go and do your findings. Serious fight, they are now pursuing, looking for Nnamdi Kanu as a messiah. The UK is a Christian nation, not an Islamic nation. They are crying and complaining. The prophecy of the rejected stone has come to play. So Nnamdi Kanu freedom is something that is a sacrosanct, and it's not coming from the angles of the British, neither is it coming from the angles of Nigeria, but it's coming from the angles of the right source, and those right source are no other people than Donald Trump Netanyahu. And you can see how it's playing in Nigeria today. You know, they have given them an option. If you cannot, with a period of time, if they cannot conduct a referendum, then they should expect Netanyahu, Donald Trump action.
A few days ago, we made a post how Donald Trump posted a pastor that was crying in the grave and burying the unalive Christians that was massacred. Now, the Northerners have reacted to this heavily, especially Sheikh Gumi, condemning the interest from America, condemning it seriously that Nigeria do not need the support of Israel and America, that Turkish government is the one they need. A lot of reactions have been coming out. What is with Sheikh Gumi demanding for the Americans to end their support to Nigeria and requesting for the Turkish government every now and then?
Yes.
He's still crying currently.
Yes, he will continue to cry, but he failed to understand one thing, that talking. You are talking about respecting a sovereignty. Are you respecting your sovereignty as a nation? No. And two, the talking you are crying that they should come, are they world power? No. Are they the ones financing the UN? No. Are they the ones financing the world power organization meetings and whatever? No. Mention a particular thing in the world that are talking government is financing. Nowhere to be found. So somebody that the people that are financing it in terms of war, in terms of peace, in terms of money, in terms of food, in terms of environmental peace and unity, they are the ones speaking. So let Turkey go and sit down, and let Sheikh Gumi quiet, because he really don't know who America is. As we stand now, in case you, Sheikh Gumi, you don't know, America is world #1. So it's quite different from a subordinate. Where is Turkey in the world? I don't think you can count Turkey 1 to 10. They are not there in the world. So, and there are people you count 1. When the #1 is speaking, you that is not even in the curriculum of 10 is now talking, or you are referring people to that kind of class. So Donald Trump, America is not something that anything that do now, no country can, them and Israel, no country can disturb them. Not even UK. They don't have a say. As I speak to you now, do you know that in the world meeting, I'm talking about the world superpower meeting now, UK and France is no longer there. They have been cut off. They have been silent. They have been sidelined. Do you know, as I speak to you, Putin is now in China today, as I speak to you. And American President Donald Trump just left China on Friday, Saturday. He left to back to US. So if power now is now shifting, it has shifted, and some world powers have been silenced, like UK and France. That is to tell you The people you are even looking at, they are nowhere to be found. When men are talking, children and women should go by the side and listen. When Netanyahu speaks, America speaks. When Trump speaks, Netanyahu speaks. And that is what it is. And when both of them speaks, the world has spoken. And that is what it means.
So finally, it seems there is a progress with the Biafran struggle. The Minister of Information, in person of Bianca Ojukwu, is yet to comment on the progress that Donald Trump has made. What would you have to say concerning this?
No, definitely she has to keep quiet. She has to be silent.
But she's the Minister of Information.
Of course, she is.
Sorry, the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Foreign Affairs, but she's not ministering the truth. And the people they send you to go and talk to are people that knows what you want to tell them more than you. And they have every evidence. Your own, do you have any evidence? And the evidence are more concrete than yours. And you have traveled there to lie to them. And after lie, and you made a promise with a rebuttal. And until today, how far? Were you able to stop? Were you able to fulfill your promise, your word? Were you able to keep it? Or for how long will you continue to deceive people? Or do you think America, Israel, and the people you can just continue fooling just the same way you are fooling yourself in Nigeria? She has to keep quiet. She has to be silent. Because I even, I watched on one social media like that somebody even giving serious warning to her and Lolo, warning them to be careful. And seeing it that the way it's going, what will be their stand? Because this thing cannot be stopped, called Biafra. And Nnamdi Kanu freedom is already at hand. And Nigeria is having a secret court for the very first time. Having a secret court over the case of Nnamdi Kanu, which Nnamdi Kanu sent the message. It doesn't appear in their court. They are the ones cutting themselves on how they will do what. Set this man free so that it will not dabaru. And the young man, Nnamdi Kanu, have already stick to his word, not going back. You understand? So, and after doing this, they are seeing the handwriting on the wall. A man like that, definitely. And once he comes out, because he will definitely come out, and the men have already prepared and get ready on how to bring him out. And when they bring such a person out, and you know it's the voice of the voiceless, and whenever he roar or voice, the whole Southeast, including Ngwere, everything we do what? We follow suit. But go on, at his age, he's still pondering on the state of lies. And on this, I count it that Nigeria is not a country that we. I've been saying it, Nigeria no go better. It's not a cause, but that is the reality. Take a look. Shebi they say Jonathan na drunkard, na useless man, na fufu, na stupid man. Is Jonathan left leg not better than 80 years or 20 years of APC? I'm asking now. So where is it going to better? The only thing that will make this point, that will make Africa great, let Nigeria remain. You are not trying to scatter Nigeria. We want to separate from Nigeria. Let Nigeria remain. Yoruba and Afula, let them continue with their this thing. After all, they have been together before. So we just want to go and have our better government. Because in our government, then every citizen has his rights, equal rights.
Well said, Biafran Evangelist. As usual, you've done super analysis to it. I would like to say this. Currently, everybody is aware that Bianca Ojukwu is the current Minister for Foreign Affairs. And his trip to UK has triggered a lot of reactions currently. Would you say that this documentary that the BBC is about to release concerning this movie called Surviving Biafra, could she be a major role player in this? Or do you think Bianca Ojukwu is having a successful one by trying to end the Biafra struggle? What do you have to say?
Ojukwu wife has betrayed her husband. And I know Ojukwu himself in his grave is not happy with her wife. I know Ojukwu will be complaining in the realm of the spirit with the other elders that he has made the worst mistake of his life. I'm telling you, yes, because Bianca Ojukwu is not worth it. She did not worth it. She don't deserve that legacy because she neglected it. She don't know what it is and what it is to stand up and have a legacy of Biafra in a shoulder. She threw it away. She messed it up. and she traveled to UK now to bargain with the UK for them to come up with a movie, propaganda movie, a lying movie, upside down movie, a deceit movie. Yeah, she's good. That's why they employed her. They gave her that appointment. But she's not going to succeed. Are you hearing me? It's a normal thing. She only playing her game, but the game will fail her. She will not succeed, and she will end up. Look at Prince Charles that traveled to USA. What was the outcome? Did he end well? Look at the kind of question that we are throwing at him. He was lost. Yes, he was lost. So he couldn't defend it. So he has nothing. And there is nothing anybody can do. Biafra is a such place that we must have it.
Oh yes, you all have heard it. This man, Biafran evangelist, he used to say the truth and he used to say it the way it is. In fact, he have already explained everything that is there. Starting from the issue of Gumi. Gumi, if it is the country that is a country, I don't believe and I don't think that somebody like Gumi will still be walking freely on the way, on the road, going many places and still talking. But it's because of that Gumi, it is in Nigeria. Just recently, just watch what, go and watch what Burkina Faso did to a man, just a man that is within the government, who start preaching about jihadists. What happened to him? Within 24 hours, he find himself in a place that when he comes out, he will never in his life talk about jihadists or talk about helping or leaving those people. They are also good people. So, but in Nigeria, everything happen and nothing happens. You can do anything as long as you are part of the Islam or as long as you are part of the jihadist. You can do anything and go scot free. What they will tell you is that they are fighting for jihad. That jihad is a good something. That according to the thing and the meaning of jihad, it is meaning of strife. According to Sultan of Sokoto then, when he came out, start explaining what jihad means. So a lot is happening and a lot keep happening. What is there is that Tinubu, his aim and his goal is to make sure that he grab post 2027. He know what he's doing. He know what he's doing. He's trying all means to make sure that his 2027 mandate he get it, because he claimed that his mandate, he must get his mandate back, which is 2027 election. If Nigeria like, let everywhere catch fire. If Nigeria like, let everywhere remain calm. So it doesn't matter. What matters to him is how he's going to make his 27 election. That is what is there. So for them silencing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the main reason is because of he's exposing the evil that is happening in Nigeria, and he's exposing the evil that the government is doing against their people. Also, Mazi Simon Ekpa, there's silence Mazi Simon Ekpa because of they don't want him to continue exposing all these atrocity that the government is committing every day against their own people. Where is what is that against the people that they claim that they are leading? That is there. And once anybody comes out to talk against what they are doing, then they will now come for the person. They will now come. But the evil people that is terrorizing everywhere, destroying life and property, and they chasing people out of their community, and they out of their states. Those people, they are good people. At the end, the government will call them prodigal son. They are also the children of Nigeria. They are the sons of Nigeria, and people should accept them as their sons. And after some time, they will keep paying them. Then, after some time, the people that is still in the forest, they will come out and give them some training and put them into Nigerian soldiers and army and police. So after everything, they will continue with where they stop. That is why you see every section in this country is bleeding. And they have already said it. The solution to this country is to this one. They'll call it. They'll come. The politician will come. They will tell you that Nigeria is unnegotiable. It is just lie. It is a very big lie. Nigeria is negotiate. You can negotiate Nigeria again, and you can go back to the round table to sit down to discuss if the north, if the south, if the west and east, if they are still going to accept themselves as one. If they are not, let everybody go and rest. Because right from the beginning to the end, to this time, they have never even accept themselves as one, starting from the Awolowo, starting from the Atafala Balewa, starting from the time of Zik. If you go back and go down to the video we posted, the evidence of Nigeria, the proof and evidence of Nigeria, which we posted just yesterday, day before yesterday, then you will find out the main reason why this thing is happening, because of they have already painted everyone and they have already seen themselves as they are not part of Nigeria. And no matter whatever anybody is doing, he's just doing it for himself. And they are trying to get everything by all means because they are already seeing themselves like they are not Nigeria. So I don't see when people will say, let's discuss about this unity. Some of the government, some of them, they will come and tell that Nigeria is indivisible, Nigeria is unnegotiable, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. But you are seeing that every day, every now and then, people is being dying left, right, and center. Then no solution, no solution. Then is it to continue killing people will be the solution of a nation? That is not the solution. The solution is to come together to speak and to ask people if they are still going to live as a country, and allow people to go their free way. Let them have their own freedom to decide where they went, where and they want to be. Not is issue of still fighting and still fighting. In fact, a lot is happening in this country. I would like to recommend that you like, subscribe, and share for everyone to see this going on in Nigeria. Say thank you for watching.